Hello and welcome to another Travel Talk with Travel Time. My name is Lois. I'm the owner and team leader here at Travel Time, and we lead a team of romance travel specialists and service clients in the US and in Canada. And we're very happy today to be joined by one of my favorite romance celebrities in the industry, Marsha Ann Donaldson Brown. Welcome, Marsha.
Hi, everyone. I am so excited to join you here, Lloyd.
It is so good to have you with us. We've been trying to arrange this for a very long time, and today is the day.
Today is the day. No time like the right time, and we have the right people, and that's what matters most.
Yes, very good. And just to let our listeners know a little bit about who you are, where you work, and the role you bring to us today.
My pleasure. So I am actually Marsha Ann Donaldson Brown. Just think of Marsha. And I am speaking to you from the beautiful island of Jamaica, which when you are ready for your bags to be packed, you can be here or any of our other islands. But today I'm speaking to you from Jamaica. I am the director of weddings and romance with Sandals Resorts International. And really what that means for everyone is that I am so honored to be a part of a dream team where our role is to imagine and think of all the things that would truly make a wedding experience a reality. And beyond that, making it as unique as the love that one shares. And
that is so key, isn't it?
That's what's key, really making it as unique as the love that one shares, because at the end of the day, your wedding ought to be that once in a lifetime dream. But beyond that, Loy, what I want us to remember as well is that this is not just for folks who want to have their weddings, that you in your expert capacity as an advisor, we take care of those who want to have their anniversaries or their renewal of vows. And my goodness, listen, love is really more poignant now, having had the year that we've had.
Yeah,
been
sure.
able to appreciate that love has truly stood the test of times. And they either want to tie the knot or they want to recommit to their marriage. So now is the time to do that.
Yes, for sure. And you're right. We have had quite a year. And depending where you are in what part of the country, as far as where we are with lifting restrictions or still being under a bit of a lockdown or a do not travel, that can vary a lot. I know for our American friends, they are traveling as per normal, and we really envy them from here in Canada. It's still going to be a little while yet before people are comfortable with that.
Right.
And I just want to say as well that I really love it that you use my Jamaican name when you greet me. I love being called Loy. It means I'm speaking to somebody from Jamaica. Thank you.
Yes. Everybody else calls you, pronounce it for the world to know the difference with mine and yours, right?
It's okay. I like it.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It's so interesting, and I want to not brush it under the carpet, that for everyone else that's where you are in Canada, that it's so important for you to write this one word down wherever you are listening or watching to us from. I want you to write down the one word hope, because the beauty about this conversation that we're having today is there will be times where you are going to be traveling, and the time to start to map out that dream is now. For those who are planning a wedding or a honeymoon, it does take time to plan that.
Absolutely.
So it's not about I'm not traveling tomorrow, but it is about I am traveling in a couple months. And you can begin to think of what is it that I dream to do in that period, and then to consult with an expert like you with what kind of arrangements can be made. And so I would want to say today that I come as a dream maker, and I am one that comes with the voice that says you've got to keep the hope and the plans alive, because it's exciting to know that you are looking forward to a trip versus not thinking about it at all.
Even going back to some of my own travel experiences, it's about the memories, and I consider myself a memory maker more so than a travel advisor. Yes, we do help with the logistics and all of that type of thing, but it's about the memories people have when they come home. So it's about the overall experience, and sitting from home and planning something. Sometimes it can be a little too much about price, and we realize price is important, but it's more important the memories you make, and that those are what you bring home with you, and they stay with you and resonate. And
Absolutely.
we want that to be as special as it can be for all of our clients.
That's so key. In fact, for anyone who has already taken a trip in the past, to evoke those feelings, go back through those pictures. I did that recently, and I'm like, all right, I remember when. You can even remember like the taste of that cocktail, or the taste of that meal, or how the wind felt against your face. If
That view of that sunset is the one I remember.
Absolutely. And so maybe it is a good time to start to resuscitate that level of hope and excitement for what's ahead by looking back through some of your great memories. And I agree with you. Let's face it, we truly cannot put a price on the value of creating memories of a lifetime, because once they're embedded in our minds and our hearts, they send off the happy endorphins that keep us going. And that's what I believe we need to focus on.
That has gotten us through the last 15 months of being able to look at pictures and the memories that come up on Facebook, and we're sharing. It's all part of it, and it's a very valuable one. The fact that you have those memories to go back to.
Absolutely. So let's talk more about weddings and honeymoons.
Oh yeah. Well, we are a team of romance travel specialists here, and myself and my team, we're used to doing wedding shows and meeting with brides. Obviously, we're not doing that right now. So, a session such as this, to bring such an expert as yourself, is just invaluable to us. And we can't thank you enough for agreeing to be on our talk show and bring to us all of the information right from the person who helped create it all. At Sandals Resort. We're really excited about that. So yeah, talk to us about that.
Fantastic. So we believe, Sandals was built on the premise of love. And one of the things we want to do is, especially because we're focused on destination weddings, we need to give the kind of assurance to everyone that is looking to come for a destination wedding, the assurance that we're here to take care of every aspect from A to Z. And what does that mean? They're your clients. You turn them over to us, and we want their job. Anyone that's booking a wedding with us, the sole focus, the hardest job is for them to dream. They just need to dream about what they desire to have, share that dream mutually with you, with us, and then we take that dream. So whether it is flowers, whether it's entertainment, but it all starts with us providing a free wedding experience. And so you can book a wedding with Sandals as long as you spend 3 nights or more. That wedding for you is free.
That's incredible value. I can't overemphasize how much value that represents to our clients. And it's one of the things that often is the deal maker, that, the value of the vacation is there. We know that by the number of people who go back time and time again to Sandals Resorts. But for the bride who's looked at the pricing of local venues and things, and to be able to look at that and say, well, going to stay at Sandals for a week with my closest family and friends, and that wedding is free. So
it's a very, very big deal. And then you'll always have that bride who says, well, I want a little bit more than what your free wedding offers. Absolutely. Customize it.
No problem.
You tell us what you want, and our role, regardless of the island that you're on, is to customize that. It could be that you have a particular preference for what your table design should look like, or your ceremony design. That's what we're here for. And a big part of the value that we need to speak of with all our free wedding experiences as well is that the wedding planning consultation journey is available. So we have a virtual planning session where we do like this in a virtual arena, but we would be showing you some of the elements that you can get from your design and decor standpoint. So we want to take the stress away from the concept of what people associate with planning a wedding. And our role is to ensure that we really make it extremely special.
Mm-hmm. And we know from the number of brides that we've sent your way, and they've been very satisfied. Um, I enjoy watching the anniversary timeframes roll around where they post pictures again of their anniversary at Sandals,
Yes.
and even their wedding pictures from that day, and it's very spectacular.
Absolutely. And here's a truth that I would say in keeping that hope alive. So for the American clients who have already begun traveling and they're starting to plan, remember that there are several who had weddings that were planned as destination weddings and postponed it. So, or they chose to be wed at home. Now it's time to make it like that dream wedding that they
Mhm.
originally wanted that they could not have done. And one of the things we're finding is that the eagerness, once you find that the folks in Canada are able to travel again, just like we're seeing with the folks out of the US, that eagerness to travel means that there's some friends and family that are willing to travel for that destination wedding too,
Mhm.
right?
Yes, and the other point about that, which is a very valuable point, is that these things are planned a year to 18 months in advance in our experience. So
Right.
right now, we're looking, most people planning a destination wedding would be up into 2022 at this point, unless they're doing an elopement, which we're very happy to do those as well, where it's just a couple who goes and gets married. But yeah, you're planning so far ahead and space being limited and so on to get that wedding date in time. It's important to start that process now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I would say that wedding dates typically have such a sentimental value.
Mhm.
I would absolutely invite those who know that this is what they're ready and wanting to do, without a doubt. Connect with you, secure that wedding date and time. Then we can begin the whole journey of the planning side of it. But do not delay, because a month from now, a year from now, everything would have changed in a
Right.
seismic fashion as well. But the
Mhm.
time to start is now. And what I will tell you, the moment your feet get on the soils of coming to the Caribbean, because I'm pretty curious. On the outside, before I entered this room to host this event, I'm not rubbing anything in. I'm just
We're going to
curious.
talk about weather, aren't we?
Well, I'm only very curious. So today it's now June, and I swear we're in the heights of summer already. But today it was about I want to say 85, 90 degrees, sunny
Hmm.
and breezy, which is a beautiful combination. Palm trees.
Beautiful. Sounds beautiful to get married in. Not a beautiful day to get married where I am today, where it's rainy and I think it was 5 degrees this morning.
I'm
So
not
yeah.
understanding that temperature. So when absolutely, this is what you also want to do for keeping hope alive, that regardless of the time of year that you will choose to travel, when your opportunity to travel again becomes opportune for you, you
Mhm.
know that you're choosing the islands and you're choosing the Caribbean and you're choosing where the weather does feel ambient year round, and some
Right.
hotter than ambient, in fact. So maybe it is time to think of that winter getaway.
Yes,
And
for sure.
delayed honeymoons are very, very popular, where you got married before, but you never got a chance to take that honeymoon, or you have identified now more than ever why that honeymoon is needed more than before. So it's maybe that's the winter honeymoon that needs to be thought of now to
Right.
sweeten the pot and warm things up. No pun intended. You're coming to the Caribbean, it will warm things up for you.
For sure. So tell us a little bit more about that free wedding package, because I know that our listeners that are considering a destination wedding and maybe even already looking at the prices of some things in their locale where they are, um, that would be of interest. So what does a person get with a free wedding?
So I believe what's really important to entertain, and maybe this is a good time that I share my screen, because in,
Yeah.
in this I will review everything visually so that one can have an understanding for those who are connecting now. And so let me populate my screen so that I'm able to actually share.
Yeah.
And until
Very
it
valuable information to
yeah,
talk about the actual
without a
component.
doubt. Yes, and what we find that is a very big benefit is everyone knows that they want to have their wedding. It needs to have their first celebratory cake. My thing is taking a little while to load up, but fret not, it will come. Um, so in the meantime, what we talk about is what we're giving is the ability for you to have your wedding cake. You know, you're talking about opportunities when you're traveling from so far. The majority of your folks are, in fact, going to be spending a good duration of time. A minimum, what do you find? Most of your folks.
Actually, it depends. From some of our American clients, maybe 4, 5, 6 days, but from in Canada, generally it's at least 7 days.
Right, right. Well, that really does shed a big enough light as it relates to what folks are interested in doing. So, for that duration of time, depending upon where they're traveling from, you will find that they have the desire to enjoy at least knowing that they're getting their wedding cake, they're getting their bouquet, they're getting their boutonniere. But we want to go longer and more. And for those who are traveling with friends and family, let's see. Yes. Are you seeing now?
Yeah, just need the full screen for the slide.
No problem. Are you seeing now?
Yes, perfect. Thank
All
you.
right. So this is
That looks like a great setting for a wedding.
Absolutely. So unique to specific resorts that we have. We've got 3 in Jamaica, 1 in St. Lucia that you would get a chance to get back to the happier days. This is a overwater chapel, so you can picture yourself there. And we want everybody to remember that pandemic or no pandemic, guess what? Love conquers all. The very first thing that you oftentimes will think about are protocols in place and how strict are they? We have extremely strict protocols with the health and safety of everyone that's traveling to be aware of that. And those protocols are extended, whether it's to your ceremony or your reception locations, and our dedicated wedding team makes that happen. But what we know is in or out of season, love does not wait, love cannot wait, and love will always survive everything. In fact, more love exists now than ever before for those who have stood the test of times. If you think of Jamaica, Sandals South Coast, Sandals Ocho Rios, and Sandals Montego Bay have our overwater chapels. This is for you to feel like you have the tradition of a chapel, but you're actually feeling like you're floating on water. Or for those of you who want just the ocean as a backdrop, or if you want the gardens, those options present themselves to you flawlessly. Can't you see yourself here? This is demonstrating what distancing, social distancing, we do the physical distancing, separating chairs. If it's a reception, the same is done too, where we're making it where everyone has the respective distance. So your free wedding, I'm giving you in a pictorial fashion where you're seeing that you get your cake, you're getting your bouquet, your boutonniere. All of this setup is included for your free tropical wedding with a minimum of 3 nights. For those of you who want to renew your vows, that option is available as well. And then the inclusion for your wedding, 1-hour cocktail party, things like your signature cocktail, a honeymoon dinner that you also get. But if you are staying longer at our respective resorts, we have what's called your premium perks, which is for 7 nights or longer, and you'll get up to $1,500 in credit. But I want you to just, in your mind, think of more. When you think of more, you're thinking of what we call your bells and whistles, which means that, you have the opportunity, depending upon how many rooms you bring with you, along with your friends and family, you could have specific elements like your wedding reception dinners, a rum and games night. But at the end of the day, I've given you the quick version for you to know that we want you to remember that love is truly all you need. And when your honeymoon starts, don't forget the activities that draw you together, the activities that you enjoy when you come. They include whether it is land-based or water-based activities, not leaving out entertainment and fun, not leaving out exploring the island. Loy best described herself as a memory maker. These are things that she'll be able to take you through and make it exclusive for you. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so that we can have the conversation. And can't you picture yourself here?
Absolutely.
Yeah, this is something that you have the opportunity of actually enjoying. So I've done a stop share of my screen and should come back to you readily. Ta-da!
Yep. Okay, so the that was very clear with the wedding and the inclusions for the free package and then the premium perks. And one of the things I want to point out is I think the very best value and a reason why I'm always happy to recommend Sandals for a wedding group is the fact that they can get all the way to an absolutely free private reception based on the number of guests that they have with them. That is huge. There's no other chain that offers something of that value. So that is a brilliant offering that when they have a number of rooms coming with them that qualifies for that, we're always very happy to see that.
Absolutely. We always say the more the merrier. And to be mindful as well that it does start with that free cocktail that folks are actually getting a chance to enjoy.
Right.
And that's always a big benefit because that's the first leg of the frivolities of their wedding day. But let's think about those who are booking with you and want to really plan that dream honeymoon or the delayed honeymoon, that postponed honeymoon, the combination to be able to have the options that we offer. And for those who really want to experience it fully, we're the ones to make that happen.
Yeah, and to reiterate, I guess the guest experience, like it's a great opportunity for the guests to come and experience Sandals with their loved ones and their friends and family and so on. But the experience is superb anyway, even if they were just going for a vacation. The experience at Sandals, and it explains why there's so many repeat guests and why so many people go back again and again. But being able to blend that as well with these celebrations of a wedding is huge.
Absolutely.
That's a very benefit.
And I believe if we were to gift ourselves with anything, really, coming out of this period of time, especially your destination, really and truly, the opportunity when it comes to travel is going to be a mental restoration, a physical revival, and an emotional joy just to know that they're able to plan a trip with you. And whatever they choose to plan, you're going to make it memorable because it really requires an escape to reset.
For sure. And again, love is not just about the weddings. Love is about the vow renewals and about the anniversary trips. And, we love doing all of that here at Travel Time. So I know that there's probably some people listening too from our group that are interested in vow renewals, and you did have that on the slide, so people can book a package for that, which I believe is a cost of $300, which gives that ceremony and special celebration to them. Right. The other thing that I'd like to mention is about anniversaries, and once your numbers, I don't care from 1 year to 40 years. It is something to celebrate when your anniversary rolls around. So being able to do something as amazing as this on your anniversary. And the other thing is that one of our claims to fame is we're the promo stacking specialist of our agency. And we love combining that anniversary special into their vacation. And then doing they can do a private dinner on the beach, or they can do anything that commemorates that occasion for them and makes that whole romance thing come alive.
Absolutely. Listen, at the end of the day, we're going to need to light the fire pits. We're going to need to just envision those private dinners. There's so many things that we can do to make the romance a reality. Just picture yourselves in hammocks made for two, strolls along the beach. And in the meantime, we talk about faith, hope, and love. We know that the love will always be continuous. We want everybody to keep hope truly at the forefront as they're thinking, yes, I actually need to start thinking about that trip. Yes, I need to start planning my anniversary. No, I don't need to wait until a 25th anniversary or a
No.
50th. To your point, let's celebrate the third year because my goodness, the last 15 months have been quite grueling. Let's celebrate the next upcoming anniversary because we've proven to ourselves that we've stood the test of time. So I believe that, anniversaries are a celebration of life and love. And we do
Yes.
not have to wait on these milestones, whether it's a decade or two. Let's just celebrate the moment without delay.
And there have been a lot of people, like you say, with delayed honeymoons this year. And face it, not every family is a perfect fit for a destination wedding. So that's why in that consultation call that we offer complimentary to start off with to our couples, we explore that. If is there anybody that you would not want to have the wedding without? So if there's anybody close to them and they couldn't travel to a destination wedding, then it's a deal breaker right there. So it's better to know that. But there are these ways to celebrate with the honeymoon and anniversaries that come up. So anybody who's gotten married at home, even if they were planning a destination wedding, there's still that celebration that they need to have or are entitled to have to celebrate their love.
I couldn't agree with you more. Absolutely. And love goes on and on. It's the infinity. And we're the ones that started Love is All You Need. And at Sandals Resorts, we certainly welcome and look forward to being able to host any and all of your guests that choose to come with us because we're in this together and we truly are stronger together.
For sure. I think we do have one question that I'll ask, and maybe you can help us out with that. This client says that she stayed at Sandals Ochi for her honeymoon years ago, considering coming again for the 25th anniversary to renew the vows, but we don't want to travel by vehicle again to that resort. Wondering which is the closest resort to Montego Bay Airport. We don't have to travel that far once we land. So I know the answer to this.
Yes.
No problem.
Good. Well, first and foremost, congratulations to them. And yes, come and celebrate their silver with us. That would be beautiful to celebrate their 25th with us. And we have all the options. So you know what to do to tell her which one she can actually consider. We've got two options that are just a stone throw away from the airport in Mobay. So that is already an answered question. So we've got that option for her as well.
Well, that's Pamela's question. And I do know that for weddings and anniversaries, the two in Sandals Montego Bay and Sandals Royal Caribbean are both excellent choices. But I know that once everything is looked at, I tend to, with my clients anyway, that I've counseled in the past, they tend to go with Sandals Royal Caribbean. It's a smaller, more quaint. It's a very British feel. They have the afternoon tea served every day. So for somebody doing their 25th anniversary, I would think that kind of a situation would be an ideal one to choose.
Right. And the beauty about it, this is where I love that word choose. The beauty about it is that the choice in qualifications, determining what kind of vibe somebody wants, what kind of setting, how do they want to enjoy it. And then certainly the option of being able to see both, that's winning.
Right. That exchange and being able to avail of the activities and all the restaurants over at Montego Bay is a great thing as well because it enhances all of the choices you have for culinary.
Right.
They have great ones in both places.
Good.
So that's the only question we have there. But obviously, if anybody has any questions on any of this or wants to explore anything in more detail, we're always available here at Travel Time. And we have a romance celebrity. I named you a romance celebrity today. Did you see that?
I saw that. I felt so honored.
It's true. We feel that way about you. You're leading a great team there and being able to deliver the dreams that you do for our couples is amazing. And everything from the wedding planning, that virtual session that you mentioned, or the emails and phone calls that are able to be set up, to the on-resort experience where the brides arrive, they meet with the wedding planner, and they know everything has been taken care of. Everything they've discussed with their planner is in place, and they can rest assured that they can just relax, enjoy their vacation, and enjoy their wedding day.
Right. Well, I'll tell you, it is all done with pure passion, pure love, pure joy. And our mission is to really make dreams a reality. And I stand proud today, not for what I do, but really the collective effort, like you say, of an amazing team that never fails on really giving their very best. And if ever we fall short on anything, our mission is to swiftly make it right. And
Right.
so, yeah, we all work together in harmony. And we thank you for
You
being
make us proud. We're
tremendous.
able to recommend, and that's one of the things I've said to many couples. You know, there are choices, and we can look at a multiple of choices for your destination wedding. But if I'm going to recommend the best choice, in my opinion, it will be a Sandals or Beaches resort. So
Wow.
that's where we leave it right there.
Thank you. Thank you so much. We value that endorsement. We value doing, our interactions and our doing business with you. And we're here to take care of our mutual clients. And we are going to deliver on bigger, better dreams, and we'll make dreams a reality.
Thank you so much, Marsha Ann. It has been my pleasure to be here today with you. And for anybody who's watching this on the replay, you're welcome to send your questions to us at Travel Time. You can reach out to us at any of our social channels, and we would be honored to help you with your dream-making occasion of your wedding, your vow renewal, or your anniversary trips. Thanks again, Marsha Ann.
Thank you. My pleasure. Have a beautiful and think warm thoughts.
Thank you.
My
We're
pleasure.
waiting for Jamaica.
Yes.